Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We start work at Ukraine Crisis Media Center. Today, we have important topic, important news. USAID announced the results of the third round of selection of partner communities in DOBRE Program, and the winners will be presented by Berry Rід, Director of USAID DOBRE Program, and the First Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Regional Development, V'ячеслав Негоda. Welcome. So we have live broadcast in DOBRE Program website and on the site of Ukraine Crisis Media Center. First of all, I would like to tell you about the selection that started on the 13th of June 2018, so we had 7 regions: Дніпропетровська, Івано-Франківська, Харківська, Херсонська, Кіровоградська, Миколаїв, and Тернопільська область. So the communities who took part in the selection, these are communities that got united and they held elections, and they have not less than 5,000 of population, and maybe it is interesting to know about all this process that happened behind those doors. So I give the floor to Berry Rід, the director of the program. Please tell us about the criteria and the tasks that were implemented, and please share your personal view on this selection to DOBRE Program. Welcome.
So, after the announcement, the first thing we did was in each of the oblasts, we held an information session and invited all amalgamated communities to learn a little bit about the program and about the application process. And we went over the application, explained, the steps that would happen. So, and then as Ramada had questions, we would answer them and respond during the application process. So then Ramada filed their applications, and we had a selection panel that included DOBRE team, it included the ministry, it included the Central Reform Office, as well as our international partner ULEAD also. So we had a pretty big selection panel. USAID participated as an observer. And then they proceeded to develop a score for the application. The application looked at essentially things like their experience, what they've been doing with service delivery to date, what have they been doing with engaging citizens to date, what have they been doing with engaging other communities, and also other factors about the local economy, the local population, the demographics, how they interact with youth, and other criteria. So we had a scoring system in place for the selection panel. At the end of that process, they selected the top 32 Ramada, and then, and this was in mid-August, and so for mid-August to mid-September, then we asked each of these 32 communities to hold a process, talk to their communities about what their involvement in the program would look like, and what would be kind of the first small infrastructure project they would like, and the community had to be involved in that discussion. And then a team from DOBRE visited each of these Ramada to talk to the officials, talk to the community, hear more about this process, find out how they decided with their community what small infrastructure project they would like. And then, based on that experience, came back and reevaluated those 32. And so that's how we had a second round of the selection panel to go over those scores, and that's how we came up with the final 25 communities. So it was a more in-depth process this time. We had learned in the past that, just using the application, didn't necessarily always give us the best view of the community, of the entire community. So adding this second process where we gave them a task and then we went and visited them, allowed us to see even more, what was really happening in these ramada. So that was the process, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but I think everybody in the selection panel and then all the visitors to the communities, learned a lot about our communities this time. So I would say also this time the one other change that we had because of the change in the law. Cities of oblast significance were also, if they had amalgamated with villages, were also eligible this time. And so that was the first time for cities of oblast significance to be a part of the program. So that was the process that leads us up to today and announcing the 25.
Так, дякую, Беррі. І справді таким цікавим і вимогливим був третій та завершальний етап відбору. І
So this was an important part, and now we are going to speak about 25 winners, and I give the floor to В'ячеслав Негода. So good afternoon. So for several minutes we will hold this intrigue, and I would like to say several words about our joint work. As you know, the Ministry of Regional Development is the beneficiary of the DOBRE program, and I would like to stress that in the period of our joint efforts, we got convinced that the team that worked in this program, this team is really professional, and the work that is carried out is really important, not only for communities but also for Ukraine on the whole. And I think that those communities that work in the framework of DOBRE program, and we have 50 communities, and this work started several years ago, and I believe that they are really lucky because they got additional opportunities and the support to their development and their initiatives. And I believe that they will use this help to the full extent, the help that is provided by DOBRE program. And periodically, we see the results and the reports of this work, and this is really necessary work. And from the start of the program, we were saying that when we choose this 75 communities by joint efforts and with the help of communities themselves, we should create model communities that will show example. Based on this example, other communities may also develop due to this experience. So I would like to say that here there is joint responsibility of the ministry and DOBRE program and those communities who took this initiative, and it is not easy to participate, but it is important that this participation in the program, the communities, they show their real capabilities to resolve those problems, those issues that are pressing for the residents of these communities. And I believe that it is important for the communities and for the winners of this program. It is important that our work be directed, first of all, for creation of conditions in the communities. These conditions should be comfortable for living and for provision of quality services in the sphere of education and healthcare, or in the sphere of communal services, or the development of the territory. So they should have their own strategies, and we should focus mainly on the resolution of these problems and other problems as well. And also, I'm really pleased to see this list. I see it for the first time today, and I would like to thank those who worked on selection in those communities that today will be announced in the third stage of our work. And I would like to thank for this work. This was a colossal preparatory work. This were visits to communities and communication with the people, and the decision that was taken by experts, by the program, those who selected the winners. I believe that this decision is correct, and we hope that these communities will be able to prove this by their activity. So I came up to the most important stage of our meeting, and I would like not to delay this intrigue anymore. So in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, communities that won, Petrikivska village, United Territorial Community, and Pyshanska United Community, Ivano-Frankivsk Oblast, Piedecka, a village community, Zvinetska and Lanchinska village community, Kirovogradska Oblast, Dmitrivska community, Novopraska community, Smolinska community, Pomichnyanska community, and Kompanievska community. Mykolaiv Oblast, Voznesenska community, Arbozinska village community, Shevchenkovska village community, Ternopilska Oblast, Podvolочivska village community, Zolotnikivska village community, Barshivska city community, Horovskivska city community, Lanova city community, and Zborivska city community. Kharkiv Oblast, Zolochevska village community, and Malinyevska village community. And lastly, Khersonska Oblast, Vysokopilska village community, Velikopanivska village community, Novoraiska village community, and Stanislavska village community. So this is 25, the list of 25 winners, and I would like to greet them with this victory, and I would like to wish success and to join this team of the communities that were previously selected, and to prove, together with the program and with the support of our ministry and other stakeholders, that we made the right choice, and we will do everything possible in order that these communities succeeded and implemented the best projects to resolve problematic issues that exist. So once again, I would like to greet you with this victory. So we greet our winners, and I would like to briefly sum up. So now DOBRE program gets new partners, 2 from Dnipropetrovsk, 5 from Kirovohrad Oblast, 3 from Mykolaiv, 6 from Ternopilsk, 2 from Kharkiv, and 4 from Khersonsk Oblast, 10 village councils and 6 city communities. We believe that these new communities, they have a lot of work ahead of them. So the first question, what awaits these new partners and what are the main priorities in the cooperation?
I would like to tell these 25 communities that they've done a lot of work to become a partner in the DOBRE program, but the hard work really begins now. A lot, as the First Deputy Minister mentioned, it's a lot of work for the community to be a part of this program. It's just not about prestige. It's just not about making the news. There's a lot of hard work to succeed in this reform and to be sustainable and to be a model for other communities. So the first action is a participatory strategic plan that's done with the assistance of the community and key stakeholders to determine where a Hromada is now and where it is going in the future. And then once that is done, based on that, we then provide support in those areas, that the strategy identifies as key needs and key sectors that they need to work in. So there'll be work most likely in local economic development, strengthening their budget and financial management, improved service delivery for all services, administrative, communal, health, education. The program will work on engagement with citizens. It'll work on activating the youth sector to get them more involved, to make it a place that youth want to stay for the long term. It'll be talking about improved communication. How does a Hromada talk to citizens? How does a Hromada project to outside the Hromada who it is and what it wants to be and its successes? So it's a lot of work across all sectors, and so that's how it all starts. We will actually have a kickoff event. We'll invite the 25 Hromada to Kyiv on November 5th. And so we'll have all day to talk with them more about the program. And then on November 6th, there will also be an investment hub where all 75 communities will be together. So the 25 will be able to hear what the other 50 have been doing, but also begin the learning process together with the rest of them. So it's a hard, long process. The first cohort is now 2 years into the program. It takes many years. It's lots of work and years of work. And so, the DOBRE program is really just kind of to get them started so that the ministry and others can really help them succeed long after the DOBRE program ceases to exist. So we look forward to it, but it's going to be a lot of work, and so we want the 25 to be warned.
Дякую. І пан В'ячеславе, на вашу думку, вашим настановам.
So please share your opinion. In what way these communities can use this program and how they can participate in these international projects. First of all, I would like that communities benefited from these programs, and the communities should have clear strategy of development. They should understand what they want to achieve. And they will have the opportunity to get consultations and help and other forms of support, both from the program and from the ministry. And first of all, I would like to address the representatives of the communities and the heads of the communities, who are the leaders, and the deputies of local, at the local level, and to executive committees, in order to reach success. They should not await that the program will resolve all the issues. They themselves should take responsibility, should take this initiative. They should hold consultations with the citizens to involve the citizens in this program, especially young people, especially in schools, and only in this case we will be able to help. So only those people who do something, only those people reach results. No one will do it instead of you. And we told about this at the beginning. This is not only honorary mission. And those communities, they should understand that they have huge responsibility, and communities should understand this responsibility, and they should have proper motivation for active work. So every work has its difficulties, but if we are on this path, we should move forward. And I would like to say that also there is one more important responsibility, not only in the framework of the program, and I would like to address those communities that work for several years. You are not only communities that amalgamated, you are communities and you are the result of this decentralization. And the success of the reform depends on your success, and we are interested in your success. So these results and the reform itself, these results should not be questioned by some people. And in case of your success, in case of your joint work, we will succeed. And I wish you success. I wish you victories. And I hope that based on the results of this joint work, I believe that we will have new quality of life in those communities, the new quality of provision of services, and on the whole, will be able to go to the new level of local governance. Thank you, V'ячеслав, for this important message. So we greet DOBRE program with the completion of the third stage, and we thank everyone. And this list of 25 partners, this information will be put on UCMC website and on the site of DOBRE program. Thank you.